We talked to 19 leaders from across the world about what it means to be human at work. This short film is all about leadership. We felt in a human workplace, leadership can come from any part of the organisation, not just those with leadership in their job title.
Every single member of the team has something to offer and is capable of being in control of their thinking and actions, choices and options, adding great value.
We all agreed that great human leadership was when people made you feel valued and able to be yourself.
As humans, we are always guided by our emotions. That's why we need emotionally intelligent leaders who can navigate the complexities of us humans.
Human leadership wasn't soft and didn't limit people to their cozy comfort zones. It enabled people to learn, stretch, and be challenged.
It's not easy to do and takes skill and a desire to work in this way, but the rewards are amazing. You will observe these leaders listening to their people, making time not only to hear the words, but the complete message of what is being said, which builds trust, shared understanding, and ownership.
We named a few styles of leadership that might best fit that human experience. Host leadership was suggested as a way of engaging and motivating people. Leaders were described as brave, they built strong relationships, and bring people together to support and develop their teams.
A great approach for human-led organisations. Human leadership isn't about the leader, it's all about the people that they serve. Serve them well, and they will serve you well in return.
We recognise that in the past, leadership was about alpha, power over behaviours. There wasn't much diversity or consideration about bringing different perspectives to the table. Whereas human leadership recognises that humans are full of emotions and feelings, that different voices enrich thinking, and that power plays and shouting doesn't get you results. They see the whole person and acknowledge all aspects of people's lives. They show emotion, and by doing so, make it okay for everyone else to acknowledge their feelings and be more human.
Human leaders tell the truth. They're honest with their teams, authentic and open. They will have greater control over their emotions in stressful times and will reinforce a climate of psychological safety for all to admit their mistakes and challenge bad behaviour. Emotionally intelligent leaders get to know their teams, their opportunities and their superpowers. They become aware of the changes in their teams, they sense them, understand them, and adapt their behaviours.
One participant shared, in a high fear environment, people stop learning. Conversely, when we feel safe and we can connect with how we feel about things, we can be honest about what works and what doesn't work, and in turn, we can learn and grow from our experiences.
Understanding what matters to your team helps to build relationships and enables more difficult conversations to be discussed.
Human leaders are adaptive and respond to the people in front of them. They ask questions, they listen, they make people feel included, heard, and part of the thinking that makes things better.
They're able to move our brains away from threat towards reward, and you will observe collective emotion, collective performance, and collective intelligence.
When we thought about what leadership behaviours dehumanised us most, we all talked about micromanagement. We felt that underneath the behaviour, managers are only thinking about their own needs. It indicated a lack of trust and that fear is present throughout the organisation.
Micromanagement is a clear indicator that there is no trust. We must let people do their job that they are employed to do and empower them.
We also acknowledged that a human workplace was a bit of a buzzword and that some organisations boast human policies like unlimited holidays, but people didn't take them because these organisations need leaders with the skills and capabilities to enable people to actually make use of the support available to them.
Leaders must create the right conditions to allow everyone the space and confidence to have a voice, to inform, advise, support, and create the solutions for success alongside them.
We talked about how different we were as humans. Some of us loved rules. It helped us to know what was okay and what was not okay. And some of us hated rules and felt it stifled creativity and best thinking.
Frameworks can work well, rules can make us feel safe and help when dealing with areas like poor behaviour, which should always be challenged and difficult conversations to be had. What's important is that teams feel empowered and have a level of autonomy. We trust our teams to make the right decisions.
To meet the needs of the people we lead, we need to know our team, what they like, their skills and superpowers, and how to use these effectively. We also acknowledge that being a human leader was a little more exposing, as you can't hide behind a work persona. Your decision-making is much more in the open.
Understanding what's important to your team and what matters to your team makes it matter to you.
We felt that great human leaders are okay not knowing the answers and working from a space of not being the smartest or brightest in the room. That the wisdom of the team and the contribution from everyone in an organization was valid, and perhaps decision-making would come from open communication and collaborative deciding rather than top-down thinking.
Work with your team's best thinking. Use your subject experts to the best of their ability. Don't get activated when, as a leader, you don't know the answer. It's okay not to know everything. The thinking power available to you through the team is immense. Concentrate instead on creating the right conditions for them.